G'day viewers, this is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel. Here's the latest update on my 1950s motorama diorama project. Since the last video I've made some significant progress. I've cut a piece of board to make it a movable base to stick inside the diorama set. I've also put a couple of pieces of wood in to keep it all level, because yeah, I've got some screws here and there that make the board stick up at the edges. Alrighty. Anyway, I've modified this star platform. I've added a pentagonal piece so I can stick the car badge signs on. Initially printed out the car badges on a strip of paper and wrapped it around the middle section, and it looked pretty cheap and didn't look very professional. So I decided to make the pentagonal piece so I can stick the car signs on, and it corresponds to each platform, so it's worked out pretty good. Looks kind of lopsided though, and I'm not happy about that, but probably won't really notice it when I do the photography. Anyway, this is the base. Painted a silvery chrome. I initially put a matte black on there. I was hoping to get it kind of like a dark kind of silvery look, but didn't work out, so hence it's just going to be chrome pretty much, as seen. Anyway, so yeah, I've actually also bought a couple of packets of people figurines. I didn't want it to be an empty arena, so I bought, I think there's 100 in each pack of people figurines. I was looking for 1/64 scale to match with that of the cars, but unfortunately the 1/64 scale figurines are too expensive for a small quantity. But 1/75, so I got the 1/75 scale, which works out quite alright because the people look roughly the right size in scale to the cars. So I'm actually quite happy about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a bunch of people in the balconies there, and I'm going to stick the rest of them out on the arena. I've decided I'm going to make the arena a permanent setup without having to move the platforms about, because when I stick these people down, having to unstick them and move them over for different shots is going to be a pain, and there's going to be marks everywhere on the board. So I thought I'd just make it a permanent setup. So these are going to be permanently fixed. The stage is going to be permanently fixed. The only objects that are not going to be fixed to these side balconies, because I want to do side shots, and I can move this board about and slot it in sideways, and yeah, take one of these out and do a camera shoot from this vantage point, and yeah, get a side on view rather than just a straight on view. So these will be permanent. This will be permanently fixed. These will be slotted in and pulled out, and the people will be permanently fixed in their positions. Probably should get more packets of these figurines, because probably not going to be, I think that even this amount's probably not enough people for the arena. I want it to be pretty packed out. Anyway, where to put these platforms, I'm yet to decide, but it's probably going to be something like this. I'm not going to have this dead set in the middle because I want the stage to be seen, so I'm going to have it to one side. I'm going to have these platforms probably something like this, or have one down here. Actually, I've got 4 of these, so I might have one down here. So it'll be something kind of like this. Maybe one down here. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. On the stage, I'm debating on whether to make a platform, a raised platform to have cars stacked upwards. I've got these things. I'm debating whether or not to use them or not, because when the cars sit inside, they look kind of shadowed from the roofing. But still, yeah, I want to use them. Otherwise, it's just going to be a waste. It's just going to be a waste. So I took a fair bit of time making these. I don't know. I'll have to play around with the idea of using that on the stage front. Maybe have it to the side like that, perhaps. Have the other one over here. I don't know. Just thinking out aloud once again. I'll work something out. Otherwise, I'm just going to have the cars just simply sitting on stage. Anyway, I've got these smaller platforms here, and as said, they're too small for the cars, so I'm going to have to stick them upside down, cover the tops, because you can see the little posts, and I think cover the maybe not, maybe they're all right like that. Just maybe sit that raised like so on the front stage, perhaps. But I'll work something out. Anyway, it's coming along quite nicely, and it's not too far from completion. So the motorama illuminated banners are pretty well secured. Oh, and the wire is going through to the back and is pretty well hidden. Won't look obvious on camera. And the wires come out the back. And I'm going to do the same for the other illuminated logo banners that I've made. I'm just debating whereabouts to put them on there. I want to try and get a few on there. I don't particularly want to cover up all the neon strips neither. Otherwise, what's the point of having them? Anyway, that's pretty much where I'm at with the project. I've also bought a whole bunch more I've bought a bunch more 50s die-cast cars. I think they're Hot Wheels M2 series. Don't know if it's Hot Wheels make, but it's the M2 series. Those familiar with die-cast cars know the M2 series. So I bought a bunch of like mid-late 50s era M2 cars, and to add more to the show. The cars, I will be changing them about. We'll change the logos on the Pentagon piece there for different cars. Might have to try and make some little signs, and putting them on the platforms as well. I want to make this as decorative as possible and make it look as sophisticated as possible. Can't make it look too sophisticated like the original 50s motorama shows, because I'm not really a diorama. I don't really make dioramas on a regular basis, and I haven't really got the patience to spend months and months on it. So I've got too many other things to do at the same time. But I'll do the best I can to make it look as good and detailed as possible. Alrighty, well, that's pretty much about it. Stay tuned for my next update when I've got it pretty much completed. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.